this is the first try, I guess, at a sort of quarterly webinar. We are looking to try and give you the information of our upcoming roadmap and bring to you some of the key highlights that are coming up in the next quarter. Ultimately, we know as operators you are under a deluge of different providers trying to give you game presentations and what's cooking and so on and so forth. So what we're trying to do is condense that information, bring it to you as succinctly as possible, and give you the key highlights or things to look out for. So this is the first one. I hazard a guess we'll start developing this further, and obviously we will be running the live show and then also sending out a recording thereof afterwards. So aim is just to give a light education as to what's cooking in the roadmap, what key things you can expect, and down the line we'll be varying up the content flow, maybe bringing in some sort of guest speakers or partners as we develop the program a little bit. But this is to try and give you in as succinct a way as possible things that are happening at Relax and things that you should be looking out for as part of perhaps your next quarter planning as operators. I will try and go through a light slide deck just for you to be aware. I will aim to kind of keep this as tight as possible. I appreciate everyone's time is precious. But if you do have any questions, please flag at the end. And if you have any other queries or questions that come off the back of the material, then of course, fire them in, and we'll do our best to handle those with the account management team as well. So in brief, what is in store for Q4? So the Relax roadmap, we actually have 16 Relax and Silver Bullet titles coming your way this quarter. If you're not aware and if you're not on our client area, please log up, please register. I'm pretty sure that you are, and we send out these as form of newsletters, but as we all know with newsletters, they can quite often get lost in the daily noise. So if you're not signed up to other client area, please do so. And in there you will find our latest roadmap. It's updated every quarter, and it's always delivered to your inbox 2 weeks in advance. We always plan our next quarter roadmap circa a month, 6 weeks prior to the end of the last quarter. So we aim to give you the full quarter visibility as much in advance as physically possible. We also add and have a roadmap highlights document. So if you don't have the time to go into the client area but you want to get a quick snapshot, every time we do a new roadmap, we do a roadmap highlights doc, and that gives you a one-pager per game just to give you the color. And as standard, we always deliver a game presentation of 5 or 6 slides just to give you a bit of a flavor for what's cooking. But this is again aimed to try and boil up the information even further, because we know your time is precious, of course. But please go to the client area, please get the latest roadmap. There you'll find all the more detailed information about the games, the game sheets, the client packs, the asset packs and dates, and so on and so forth. But it's a great source of light information. Just going to touch upon very quickly Money Train 3. We just launched this in the other week, and it went and has launched absolutely fantastically. So thank you very much for your great positioning and pushing, and it's a great follow-up in the franchise. Money Train 3 has certainly been the biggest launch for Relax in 2022. It's actually been our biggest launch ever. So we're super proud of that. And I've been around slots and slot development in various sort of guises and companies in the past, and I hazard a guess it's up there, if not the biggest launch of any supplier in recent years. So Money Train 3 has been an absolute blockbuster success. You have probably been aware of the Money Train 2-3 promo that we did, which was the World Cup ticket. So I'm just, you've probably seen the notifications or been part of that. Just proud to announce that we had some winners, and the first and top prize winner of that was Soft Swiss, who have won two tickets, or 2 series of tickets actually, to the World Cup final, the semi-final, and the runner-up prize with flights and hotels included. So congratulations to Soft Swiss. And in second place, we had Casino House DK, and third place, Betson. So we're trying to bring these innovative new promotions with some of our top content and some of our top releases, and we're we're going to be bringing more of those types of things to the table within the course of the year. But yeah, Money Train 3, I'm sure and hope has been a great success for you. It's certainly been running on its own fantastic speed and journey. So we're excited to see what that does for you in the course of the coming months and year. But if we get on to the roadmap side, we've kind of split this up into two spots, and I just want to give you a little bit of color. As a general rule of thumb now with our roadmap, you will expect to see potentially one game a month coming in the form of a Dream Drop, and also one unique game from Relax, and then complemented with the great Silver Bullet talented studios that we have as well. But so we want to give you a little bit of a high level color on what's cooking with Dream Drop, and then the standard Relax launches. So if I turn my attention quickly to Dream Drop, again, the jackpots have been a great successful product this launch. And just to give you a little bit of tracking, we have 7 games in the pooling. With Templar Tumble 2 Dream Drop up next. We actually launched Dream Drop Diamonds today. So if it's not enabled, please enable it. Dream Drop in itself has had over 925,000 individual jackpot winners to date. Our goal for the year was actually to reach 1 million. So we're going to be smashing that probably in the next week or two, way ahead. So I'm going to have to create a new barometer to go after. But that's a huge volume of individual jackpot winners. We've had 3 mega winners, 37 major winners, so that's already up on the major side, 9 from last month. And the mega pot is already in the super hot mode and is at 1.45 million. So we expect that to drop very, very soon. So the perfect opportunity, if you have the Dream Drop product, to put it front and center and use it as a great acquisition tool into the flow. So we're really proud of where Dream Drop is and where it's tracking. And of course, as you all know, that once this next jackpot falls out, we will be loading that jackpot up on the mega with an extra 500,000, and the next guaranteed fallout will be 2 million euro. So very exciting stuff on Dream Drop, new games coming through. These are the games coming now as of this quarter. So we have Dream Drop Diamonds launched today. We'll be then having Templar Tumble 2 on the 2nd of November, Dueling Jokers, and then Santa's Stack. One thing that you will see from the Relax roadmap is that it won't just be Relax's own games coming through. It will also be a selection of primarily at the moment, our Silver Bullet studios that will be building custom Dream Drop games. And the first entry of that is actually the Dueling Jokers game by 4 Leaf Gaming. So you can expect to see in the course of 23, especially in H1, Relax titles and also Silver Bullet Dream Drop titles. And then we end the year on the 1st of December, as you'd expect, with Santa's Stack. We have launched this year some games that have been remakes of old. Strategically, our focus will be primarily driven with new game content, new titles, new mechanics, and that will be the current undertone of our builds. But every so often, we will take, where viable, an existing game, add the Dream Drop mechanic, and to make it exciting. Of course, Santa Stack was a big hit last year, and to make a Dream Drop variant of it makes perfect sense. So Dream Drop Santa Stacks on the 1st of December is our star pick of the Dream Drop games. It is the traditional game, the 5x4, the 8-bit style, very much the same math mechanics, however, has a very unique sort of Dream Drop feature in a pick and click game, adding a tier of excitement over the Christmas period. And this will be something that we focus on a little bit. You know, everyone has great games. If any account manager comes to you and says, "Oh, this game's the best thing since sliced bread," we know that as operators, you have a plethora of choice. We want to try and not only highlight the game content coming through, which we have confidence in all of it, but we actually want to give you also what we think is the star pick of the quarter, not only from Dream Drop, but also our standard roadmap. So if you want to pay specific attention with any promos or campaigns or CRM, then we want to try and guide you where we think is the strongest return based upon our perception of the games coming out. And of course, just to end on the Dream Drop side, we have now finally kicked off the €1 million Dream Drop campaign. That is a campaign that is going to be completed by the end of this year, and it's €1 million that Relax is putting behind the Dream Drop series of games. It started just a week or so ago with with cash drops being launched in September, and now the campaign is in full swing, and there'll be 170,000 that will go into October, with the first network tournament being ran on the 19th of October. So we're very excited about that. And in November, it increases to 320,000, and we end December on 500,000. So Relax is putting €500,000 into the Christmas Dream Drop push. A mix of back-to-back tournaments, daily cash drops, and special hotspot winner prizes. So there's a lot of promotional spend ramping up now on the Dream Drop suite before the end of the year. So if you have Dream Drop, there's a lot of exciting things to come and a lot of promotional value there to be had. And if you don't have Dream Drop, please, of course, contact the AM team, because this will not just be now for the end of the year. We are obviously looking at 2023 and how and what spends we will allocate for specific Dream Drop campaigns. And of course, we come to more Relax releases, and this is the element of the standard network that we have. So rather than go through, game presentation by game presentation, which I'm sure everybody usually falls asleep by the second slide, right? We want to bring you the highlights, things that you should be aware of, and perhaps some of the key unique mechanical selling points. And there's 4 games coming up. The first one is on the 19th of October, and it's the Great Pigsby Megaways. If you know the Relax games, you know that we did a Great Pigsby back in 2019, I believe, and it was very popular. And then we built a Mega Pays variant of that, a global jackpot variant with BTG, launched about 6 months ago. And now we launched the Megaways variant for general release on the 19th of October. It's the classic Megaways mechanic, however, with the Great Pigsby twist. And we have the piggy bank feature, Great Pigsby respin, wild respin, and the bonus round. So it's a great looking production, fun theme, familiar type of mechanic, and also natural twist to the Megaways side of things. So an exciting one for the 19th of October. If we move it forward to the 16th of November, we have Hot Rod Races. I can't remember the score on Big Win Board, but I think it ranked pretty well and got a very good score. It's a pretty high volatile game, 25,000 X bet. The main feature of this game is this wild wheel spin feature, and that is targeting the high payer car symbols and adding multipliers where viable. And the great thing in the free spins is that those 10 free spins, they become wild, and we have a super free spins mode which adds multipliers. So this will attract the let's say the slot adrenaline junkies who are looking for additional free spins, additional sticky wilds, and multipliers, which will really compound to a pretty volatile, fun experience. So a really exciting launch on the 16th of November. We then come to the 23rd of November, which is a game called Wild Yield. It has a 50,000 X bet, and it really builds upon the wild mechanic. We have double ups, and we can have features that are persistent, and obviously adding multiplier features. It's a fun game, slightly softer theme, but definitely the usual sort of volatility mix and big prize potential that you can expect from Relax content. And then we end the year on a game called Net Gains, and this is a Relax and Casino Grounds collaboration. If you know what we have done in the past, I work closely with the likes of Casino Grounds and other streamers, and our first game there was Iron Bank, and then we followed up that with a game called Beast Mode, which was a beautiful graphical production and has performed very strongly. And Net Games is the new improved title that we hope will be a hit. And with that, I'm actually just going to hand over to Daniel Johnson, who's the Relax's head of games, just to give you a slight behind the scenes look at Net Gains, so you can expect see what you can expect.
Thank you, Simon. Cool. Yeah, so we are really looking forward to Net Gains, as Simon said, the third game we're doing together with Casino Grounds. And yeah, the other two I just looked are both in the top 5 games, and they have exceptional return rate. So we have really high hopes for this game. So it's a 6x4 ways game with cascading symbols, and the max win is 15,000 times your bet. So it's a very volatile game. Next slide, please. Yes, so here you see some early concepts from the production. And you can see it's the lion and the villains that were in beast mode that has now left Venice Beach and left their bodybuilding speedos behind, and are now working as a crew on a fishing boat. So yeah, we can go to next slide. So here you see the actual the background of the game. So that's the intro video of the game. So it's the team in Stockholm that built Beast Mode that is also built this. So it's a pretty high quality production. All the characters and all the symbols and everything is made in 3D at first, and then it's rendered and painted into the style you see here, basically. Next slide, please. Yeah, so when it comes to gameplay and the feature, in base game you have mystery symbols that can land that are sticky throughout cascades. They're normal mystery symbols, and there's also 2 special feature mystery symbols that you can land. But the game is, a lot about the free spin modes. So there are 3 different free spin modes that you can, as a player, pick between. So it's the coin collection one, stacked wilds, and the sticky mystery feature. So my personal favorite is the coin collection. But I know the guys at Casino Grounds, or some of them at least, prefer the sticky mystery. And I know that Ola, the mathematician of the game, like the stacked wilds the most. So it would be interesting to see which will be most played. You, as a player, you have the option to buy the bonus. And for players that don't want to buy it, we added a special bet to this game. So for the cost of 20% extra, you have a 82% chance or increased chance to trigger free spins. So it's for people that don't want to use the bonus buy but still want to trigger the features frequently. And yeah, so this is that was NetGains, our special streamer collaboration game.
Good stuff. Excited about what the 3rd installment can do. So just to round off with some additional news, we of course are now planning additional promotions. So I mentioned about the Dream Drop ramp up and the €1 million campaign there. We're also adding in, and we'll be coming with more details in the coming week or 2, around a winter campaign that we'll be launching. And it is a €500,000 winter campaign, and it will be split into 3 chunks. 250,000 will be spent and awarded in December, 125,000 in January, and 125,000 in February. So the main focus here is a week tournament. We will be running 2 tournaments in December. Obviously for perhaps your Christmas planning or Christmas calendar planning or whatever campaigns that you have in flow. But we will be running a specific tournament running from the 28th of November to the 4th of December. And it is the Money Train series. And it will be for €125,000. And it's a network campaign with all games in the Money Train series. The second part will be the Temple, well, not Temple, but the Tumble series. So we'll include Temple Tumble, Cluster Tumble, TNT Tumble, and Templar Tumble. A lot of tumbles there. Running from the 12th of December to the 18th of December as a network tournament. And again, will be for €125,000 prize allocation. In January, we will go with the, let's say, relaxed classics. So we are a big fan of our low poly stroke 8-bit style, and we have some games that really fit nicely into that. So Marching Legions, Banana Town, Wild Chapo, Halcatraz, and Top Dogs will all be part of a campaign and tournament running from the 6th of Jan to the 12th of Jan, again for €125,000 prize pool. And then we will end the tournament series on the 13th of February, over the 19th of February, for a week-long period for €125,000, including Iron Bank, Net Gains, and Beast Mode as our Casino Grounds-driven February promotion. So excited to give you the bare bones there of the €500,000 winter campaign. More details and the specifics of the tournament, the prize allocations, and so on and so forth will be released very shortly. A minor note to all, even if you're not on Dream Drop, there is a tournament API that requires a specific little bit of work on the operator side. So if it's not enabled, please get in touch with our partner support. It shouldn't be heavy amounts of work, but you do need that to receive the cash, or your players to receive the actual cash transaction, and for us to run the network tournament. So if you want to be part of the €500,000 winter campaign and to get access to these tournaments, please contact partner support if you haven't already enabled the tournament API functionality, which again shouldn't be heavy amounts of work, but does require your attention if you want to be part of it and receive and offer this to your players. And that really is it, guys. It is a whistle stop, quick 20-25 minutes just to give you what's cooking under the hood in Q4, specifically about Dream Drop, the star picks of the games coming out, and the big promo item coming for December, Jan, and Feb. I hope that was useful, a good use of your time and informative. But yeah, any questions that you may have, I'm sure people don't usually like to ask in a public forum, but if you do have anything specifically, please flag away. No, I don't see anyone come up, but if you do have any specific questions that you would like to raise, then please, of course, feel free to get in touch with the AM team, touch base with the partner support team when it comes to enabling the winter campaign. Good stuff. Well, I hope that was useful. We're very aware that your time is precious and that we want to give you the quickest information that we can about what's cooking at Relax. So please feel free to reach out. And if not that, I'll wish you a great day.